Happy Thursday, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Hope you're having a great one. The market is certainly in a good mood today. We're up almost universally across the board. And look, another day in crypto, another day where we have to discuss new all-time highs. We have Ethereum that has achieved a new all-time high since the time of our last video publication. Chainlink, actually, with Chainlink yesterday, I was talking about how, hey, once we hit $40, it's really off to the races from there. And seemingly within like minutes of publication, it hit $40. And that's always kind of how it works out on YouTube. Timing is a tricky thing. But Chainlink has a new all-time high that we're celebrating. VeChain has another all-time high that we're celebrating. It had one yesterday, another one today. If you haven't checked out yet our VET price prediction, price analysis piece, we published that yesterday. Check it out to get a sense of how high we think VET is going to go in the near future. You guys can always join us as well in our Telegram Trade Signals group. It's not financial advice, but it's a great place to get informed and to join a collective discussion when it comes to technical things, price analysis, chart analysis, and also just general, project updates for your favorite altcoins. So we'll be discussing all that. We have other news. Harmony is in the news. Band Protocol is in the news. DAFI is in the news. We're talking about Polkadot, we're talking about Polkamon. Polygon, formerly known as MATIC, is also in the news, as is Elrond. Guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and altcoins, then be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. All right, let's kick things off with a look at Coinbase's price. For reference, Coinbase, of course, unless you've been living under a rock, you'd know that Coinbase launched their IPO yesterday. So Coin is the ticker, COIN. They hit NASDAQ with their IPO. With a reference price of $250, the price quickly soared right out of the gate to about $425, almost $430. It's back down off of that high right now, as you can see, $333 at the time of this recording. But again, the reference price has been far exceeded. That was $250. So nothing too seismic as far as news with Coinbase, but just wanted to update you guys with regard to that. That's actually, I think, the worst performer. So up 1.74 percentage points. That's the worst performer in terms of all of the projects that we're going to be looking at today. Let's kick off with the news. We're the 15th of April, which means Ethereum's Berlin upgrade is here. Related to that, we have the fact that Ethereum now sitting at $2,465. That's up 3.8% on the day. Ethereum is knocking on the door of 2,500, which is kind of that point, not even from like a technical analysis, but 2,500, I think, was that zone where we just felt naturally it was going to gravitate toward an all-time high at the time of this recording that sits just below 2,500, $2,487.73. That was set about 8 hours ago, but we're very close to that, just about $20 or so off of that most recent Ether all-time high. So maybe by the time you're watching this, that could have changed. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this video with a 2,500 plus Ethereum. Kudos to all of you that held on to your Ether over the course of these last few months and these last few years for this protracted bear market that we've all survived. Chainlink is also in the news in a couple of big ways here with these updates. We're on their Twitter page. Chainlink is the Twitter handle, very simple. Introducing Chainlink 2.0, next steps in the evolution of decentralized Oracle networks, a 136-page second white paper, which describes how hybrid smart contracts in DeFi, decentralized finance, and beyond will reach new heights by utilizing decentralized Oracle networks. Continuing here. Come discuss the Chainlink 2.0 white paper with the Chainlink community and some of the co-authors on SCR4. We're excited to hear your feedback and collaborate on building decentralized Oracle networks into the missing piece of the smart contract puzzle. And finally, to understand the full vision of Chainlink 2.0 in detail, we encourage you to read the white paper, which lays out 7 key design goals enabled by decentralized Oracle networks, including scalability, confidentiality, and crypto economic security through staking. I have not yet had a chance to read through this white paper version 2.0, 136 pages. My days are kind of busy. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance, but you guys can check that out. It's on blog.chain.link. So we'll include this in the description below. This is kind of a breakdown of the gist of it here. This is not the white paper in its entirety, but you can get the bullet points here. We'll link to this in the description below. The good news is that the markets are reacting very favorably to Chainlink, up above $40 with not only above $40, it's one thing to kind of, just creep above a resistance point, but blasting through $40, now $42.84. That's up 12.2% on the day with a market cap of over $18 billion right now. But it was even higher, actually. So an all-time high, as you can see here, of $44.15. That was set just 33 minutes ago, so pretty recently. Like I said, I think psychologically, the mid-30s were a price resistance zone that we kind of, we didn't quite succeed in getting over. The first time we didn't get over that hump, and then we kind of consolidated in that range. But this is following very closely right now, the price that is of Link, very closely what we set out, now about a month ago in our price prediction video, Pratik's price analysis of Link, i.e. Chainlink. If you haven't checked out that video, I believe it's above me right now. I'll also include a card. It'll be linked to as well in the description below. You should check it out because right now Link is following very closely the price analysis and the price prediction that was set out. Just want to refresh for the sake of, I suppose nothing's changed. Okay, just wanted to be sure. $42.84 for Chainlink, a new all-time high there. Another new all-time high being enjoyed by VeChain, VET, now at 18.66 cents. That is up over 9.2% on the day. Great to see, with officially the all-time high being reached at 19.2 cents. Once again, not to brag, not to toot our own horn, but VET is following our short-term projections. We have a video that we put out yesterday on VET, the price analysis, and where we think VET is going to go. Check that out as well. In the near future, we think it's going to jump about 10 more cents, and then I think that's actually going to happen sooner rather than later. At this point, we're going to have to put out a part 2 to our VET price analysis. But kudos to all the VeChain holders. Performance has been phenomenal as of late. Grayscale is in the news. They've just hit their milestone, $50 billion in assets under management. Yet another reason to hashtag Go Grayscale. You guys can read about that. And this should have been included previously, but it's the same article that we brought up. I'll include that below. We have Alexander Dreyfus and the Chiliz team. They're in the news. Breaking: Rakuten becomes a Chiliz CHZ node and partners with us to promote and distribute Socios fan tokens. This is another major milestone to grow the industry. This is indeed a major milestone, and as a result, Chiliz is up 10.8% on the day. They're still, considerably below their recent all-time high. It was set about a month ago, all-time high of about 87.8 cents. But Chiliz, just a steady momentum builder here. And Rakuten, that is a great collaborator to have, especially as one that's going to come in and act as a node. It's just great news, and no doubt it's going to help that ecosystem grow and evolve. Here we have Crypto's Wolf of All Streets talking about Harmony One. Harmony times SWFT. Partnership with SWFT Payment Network expands usage of One. That's the ticker, ONE, through WeChat, Alibaba, Baidu. These combined have over 3 billion transactions annually. More on that in just a second, but first let's check the price of Harmony, ticker ONE, ONE, up over 10% on the day, now 15.8 cents. In these last few weeks, Harmony has kind of taken a bit of a tumble. Let's not forget that its all-time high was set at the end of March, 17 days ago at the time of this recording. So we're still 29% off of that all-time high. But, a great performance here. And long-term, I think we're going to easily eclipse that all-time high in the low 20-cent range. So kudos to the team over at Harmony. You guys can check out the write-up here. We're on medium.com/Harmony. Harmony One digital payments with SWFT Payment Network. Use One swaps, red packets, and payments. Band protocol is in the news here in a pretty big way, actually. Google has joined the cohort of leading companies and projects integrating Band oracles, which are live on Google Cloud BigQuery. The integration and use case of Band enables reliable price discovery mechanisms crucial to all capital markets. Not a bad partner to have on your side. Google Cloud integration with Band protocol oracles and deep learning for real-time crypto price anomaly detection. DAFI protocol is in the news. Check out our video on DAFI. from about, it must be 4 or 5 weeks ago now. But if you haven't checked it out, I'll link to it below. You can click on the card that's popping up above. DAFI Protocol, they're excited to announce that they've partnered with Tidal Finance, and this partnership will integrate D-token rewards into the cross-chain Tidal DeFi insurance protocol for better users and adoption. You guys can read more about that here on DAFIprotocol.com. DAFI partners with Tidal. Kudos to both parties in this collaboration here. And here, as promised, somebody in the comments was talking about, hey, Digibyte's doing really, really well. You haven't talked about them in a while. And I said, don't worry. If there's an altcoin out there that's overperforming, we're going to get to it. There are thousands of altcoins after all. But, the cream always rises to the top, and we like to celebrate the winners, of course. And without any further ado, Digibyte here. So Digibyte Foundation and ICX partner up. Not too bad. LCX, Digibyte Coin, DGB Foundation. So DGB and LCX have the ingredients to deliver on their vision to take their decentralized immutable ledger platform to the next level. See, that's the danger here when you talk about tickers in lowercase and L looks like an I. I thought for a moment we're talking about icons. Still a great collaboration here. So Digibyte Foundation chooses LCX as partner. That's great news indeed. Oin Finance is in the news. They're ecstatic to announce that they received a $25,000 grant. Wow. From Near Foundation, NEAR. With this, Oin Finance will develop a Near protocol-backed stablecoin for use within their ecosystem and integrate it into Oin DAO. That's OINDAO. Oin DAO. More on that here on medium.com. Moving right along here, we have Polkamon. I previously mistook Polkamon for Pokemon. The traditional Pokemon, Pikachu and all that stuff. My bad. I know that was a silly mistake, but Polkamon. So the Twitter here handle is Polkamon.org. This from yesterday. Our cross-chain journey continues as we're thrilled to announce our partnership with 0x Polygon, the project formerly known as MATIC. To celebrate this announcement, the limited edition Polygon Uniferry will be available for 7 days from 8 p.m. UTC today until the 21st of April. So for another 6 days or so. More information on that can be found here. We're on medium.com/Polkamon. And you can check it out. Great collaboration with Polygon. 0x Polygon is the Twitter handle, and the ticker is MATIC. Polygon was previously known as MATIC, of course. The write-up is available here, and we'll link to this in the description below. Moving right along here, we have this news from SuperFarm. Welcome Fantom FDN to the SuperFarm family. We're excited to announce a partnership with Fantom for exclusive NFT non-fungible token drops, farms, and to bring NFTs to the Fantom ecosystem. Awesome. And rounding out some of the altcoin news, we have here news out of Elrond, EGLD, one of our favorites. We haven't talked about them in a little while, but check this out. They're on their hashtag hypergrowth 100, day 100. So Benjamin Minku here with this news. It's time for the Meyer Launchpad, where strong teams, powerful technologies, and compelling products are forged, powered by the MPAD token, claimable by EGLD holders. First project to be unveiled in April. Again, hashtag hypergrowth 100, day 100. This is great news, and a little bit almost like suspiciously, I can't quite explain it. I don't have an explanation, but Elrond is down on the day. I'm surprised to see. Doing very, very well recently. So Elrond, ticker EGLD, down only 2.8% on the day, but that's surprising given all that they have going for them and the fact that we're in an up market. Still at $227.58. Their all-time high was achieved just a few days ago, and kind of in the same ballpark, $243.92. So that's great news. Kudos to all the EGLD holders out there. Kudos to 100 days of hypergrowth. So congrats to Benjamin Minku and the rest of the Elrond team that made that possible. That was a fun Twitter journey to follow, and legitimately, and I'm saying this with full authenticity, they had a lot to, a lot of work that they accomplished, a lot of great partnerships and collaborations that they put forward. And wow, 100 days. And every one of those days was significant in terms of their announcements. So a big heartfelt kudos. You can read about the most recent development here on elrond.com. Meyer Launchpad, ambitious teams, powerful technologies, global communities. I mentioned the Berlin hard fork at the outset of the video. If you'd like to read a little bit more, learn a little bit more about why that's significant and what it implies, you can take a look here on cryptobriefing.com. I'll link to this in the description below. Not, I mean, the most exciting stuff to read through, but if it is something that at a more technical level interests you, then check it out. I'll link to it below. Grayscale, you can also read about this in more detail. They've topped their $50 billion milestone. Very impressive. Will soon pass world's largest commodity ETF exchange traded fund. I haven't been joking all of these months when I've been saying that Grayscale is rewriting the textbook on how to be a holding company, how to successfully custody the assets and the wealth of their clients. And now they're doing this not only to the tune of $50 billion, but they're doing this in a space that's just poised for exponential growth. The 50 billion is going to become 60, it's going to become 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 3, 4, 500, eventually $1 trillion. And they're going to keep buying, they're going to keep adding to that AUM figure. So look, Grayscale, you extrapolate logically, Grayscale is going to take over the world. It's a good thing that they are benevolent and that they're nice people from what I hear, because otherwise, oh, that'd be a problem. But Grayscale are great people. I am happy that they'll be taking over the world. You can read about that. We'll link to it below. Here's a new payment option, Bitcoin. We're on AXA.com. So AXA is the first all lines insurer in Switzerland to allow its customers to pay their bills with Bitcoin. This represents an investment in the company's digital future in response to growing customer demand. Of course, for more choice when it comes to payments, you guys can read more about this. This may interest our Swiss members of the Altcoin Buzz Army in particular. A pretty monumental development, but again, it's kind of par for the course. We're hearing about, every day an entrant that is roughly the size or the equivalent of an AXA that's adopting Bitcoin, that's finally capitulating and saying, okay, all right, our clients want it. Our clients are clamoring for this kind of functionality. We have to offer it to them. It's just the beginning. We're going to see more and more of this. And so while this is great news, it doesn't surprise me in the least, although I am happy to see it, certainly. All right, Michael Saylor, in line with the recent tradition of ending our videos with a little bit of Michael Saylor positivity, of course, the CEO of MicroStrategy. Bitcoin is a scarcity. Gold is a commodity. If you don't understand the difference, it is going to cost you a fortune. And he's quoting this here from Mike McGlone. Bitcoin trust on track to surpass world's largest commodity ETF. In a world going digital, we believe #gold symbolizes the diminishing potential for sustained commodity price advances, notably versus Bitcoin. And the crypto is a prime example of how advancing innovation suppresses. All right, there you have it, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. In a day that is just bursting at the seams with all-time highs, let me know below which one are you most excited about. We covered Ethereum, we covered Chainlink, we covered VeChain as well. We covered some other projects that are also doing well, even if they're not currently at an all-time high. Which all-time high ATH are you most excited about? I will put my money where my mouth is by providing you with the first answer. Ethereum. I'm happy about Ethereum. I'm happy about the growth of decentralized finance. DeFi, of course. I think, with the exception of Bitcoin, Ethereum is in the altcoin space that tide that either raises or sinks all ships. And when Ethereum is doing well for a few days, for a consistent period of time, you know that once it settles down, all of that is going to trickle down into altcoins. And so when I see Ethereum hitting new all-time highs, I know that subsequently in the next few days, maybe the next few weeks, we're in for a very, very special period. So guys, with everything that is happening, of course, be sure to follow us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, of course, if you do choose to invest, and I mean that genuinely. Nothing that we talk about here, nothing on the website, none of our videos are financial advice, but I do wish you all the very best of luck if you do choose to invest. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great Thursday. We hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.